This episode of Distraction is sponsored by Landmark College, offering comprehensive support for students with learning disabilities, ADHD, and ASD. Learn more at lcdistraction.org. Landmark College, we teach differently. Hello, this is Dr. Ned Hallowell with a mini episode of Distraction. For this episode, we are going to answer a listener question. And by the way, if any of you have questions, please do send them to us so we can do what we're going to do with this question, namely, read it and answer it. This listener wrote, "Good evening, Dr. Ned Hallowell. I was diagnosed with ADHD and executive function. I have always struggled with academics, and my happy, bubbly personality is not always liked by most people. I also hate that I speak my mind at all times, and I say things that I shouldn't say. I started taking Concerta to help me cope with hyperactivity. The medicine has helped, but I am miserable, depressed, and anxious in my current job. I have done many steps to change the situation, but nothing has worked so far. I know that due to my ADHD, I have made mistakes that don't help my situation. I have rather made things more difficult for me. What suggestions do you have for someone who has a college degree, has ADHD and executive function problems? I want to simply be happy and make a difference in people's lives. Kind regards, Jessica." Well, Jessica, you know, your problem is not uncommon. There are an awful lot of folks out there who have ADHD with executive function issues and who are not happy in their work. You know, the one treatment you've received, namely medication, is not the whole treatment for ADHD. I'm glad that it has helped you somewhat, but you need to expand the help you're getting. The best workplace accommodation is finding the right job. So I'd start by asking you, are you in the right job? You say you're miserable, depressed, and anxious in your current job, and you've taken many steps to change the situation, but nothing has worked. Well, would it be worth looking for another job? Of course, you don't want to leave this job until you find another job, but you know, the ideal job is the overlap of three circles: what you really like to do, what you're really good at doing, and what someone will pay you to do. And where those three circles overlap, that's where you should spend most of your time, in terms of a job. So, I would just ask, might it be time to be looking for another job? The second suggestion I'd have is can you afford to find a coach? Could you work with an executive function coach, someone to help you learn some of the tricks and rituals and methods of getting organized, staying on task, planning, prioritizing, all that goes into executive function? Because a good coach, and they're not that expensive, you can just Google ADHD coaches or executive function coaches and find someone who can help you get on track. And, half dozen sessions with a coach, which can be done often just over the telephone, could make a big difference and really set you up for what you want to do. So I would consider working with a coach and see if that would help you with your executive function issues, particularly if you have a college degree. You're obviously able to not only demonstrate your intelligence, but you're able to, take courses, write papers, manage tasks that require executive function. And you have ambition, and you say you want to be happy and make a difference in people's lives. You ought to be able to do that. You also might consider getting on a regular plan of exercise and meditation. Both of those interventions can make a huge difference. Regular physical exercise and meditation, say 10 minutes twice a day. There's a wonderful app called Calm, C-A-L-M. If you download that, it'll walk you through. You can set it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. If you meditate 10 minutes twice a day and exercise half an hour 3 times a week, you'll get a tremendous benefit. So, it matches medication, even surpasses it. And then my fourth intervention that I'm suggesting for you is my favorite one of all, the one that people don't talk about nearly enough, positive human contact, the other vitamin C, Vitamin Connect. The more the better. Just friendly interactions with other people will really put you in a positive place. And it's almost impossible to be miserable, depressed, and anxious if you're getting enough Vitamin Connect. So try those 4 suggestions, and I'd be surprised if you don't get some pretty significant benefit from them. Thanks a lot for writing in, Jessica, and please give us some feedback. Let us know how this works for you. This is Dr. Ned Hallowell for Distraction. All right, we have a favor to ask. We're trying to learn more about you, our listeners. So we just released a brief survey on our website at distractionpodcast.com. There are only 9 questions, so it should only take a couple of minutes to fill out, if that. We're going to take your answers and incorporate your feedback into the podcast. We really appreciate our distraction community, and we want to continue to give you the kinds of episodes you want to hear. So this survey will help us do that. Again, just head over to distractionpodcast.com, click on the word survey in the upper right corner of the home page, answer the 9 questions, and you tell me. I'll bet it won't take you even a minute. And it really will help us, because then we can tailor what we do to what you guys and ladies want. Thank you so much. If you have a question for me or a show idea for us, email it to connect@distractionpodcast.com. Or better yet, call us and leave a voicemail. Call 844-55-CONNECT and leave us a message. We really look forward to hearing from you. We need to hear from you. We look forward to hearing from you. We want to hear from you. So 844-55-CONNECT or email at connect@distractionpodcast.com. Distraction is produced by Collisions, the podcast division of CRN International. Collisions, podcasts for curious people. Our sound engineers and editors are the wonderfully talented Pat Keogh and Chris Latham, and our producer is the multi-talented and unbelievably brilliant Sarah Curtin. This is Dr. Ned Hallowell for Distraction.